They were three friends tired of a life full of poverty, rejection, and struggling. When a wealthy stranger promised them jobs and a new life, they said yes, hoping for freedom, but what they got was a nightmare. A prison disguised as opportunity, a trap that almost cost them everything. This is the story of three poor friends. In the heart of Cape Coast's overcrowded neighborhoods, lived three young women, each fighting their own silent war. Lydia was a dropout, forced to quit nursing school when her mother fell gravely ill. She sold fried yam on the roadside while caring for her younger siblings after her father abandoned them. Every day was survival. Abigail, the boldest of the three, had always dreamed of becoming a fashion designer. But with her father jobless and addicted to alcohol, her earnings as a barmaid went to keeping her family afloat and her younger brother in school. Evelyn had a university degree and a head full of dreams, but no job. Her mother, a widow, sold charcoal in the market. Evelyn applied for jobs everywhere, getting nothing but silence or sleazy offers. Shame and pressure weighed heavily on her shoulders. Though their lives were different, they were bound by hunger, hardship, and hope. The three friends often met by the beach, where they laughed, cried, and prayed for a miracle. And then, one day, it came. He introduced himself as Mr. Jacob, a polished, well-dressed man with a gold watch and a smooth voice. He claimed to work for an international hospitality group and said he was looking for smart, beautiful young women to fill urgent roles in a luxury hotel in Dubai. He found Lydia by the roadside first, impressed by her humility. Abigail was next. He liked her boldness. Evelyn, the graduate, sealed the trio. They were skeptical at first. But he showed them photos of lavish hotel interiors, documents, even tickets. "You'll be paid in dollars," he said. "A chance to escape poverty, help your families, and start fresh." Their mothers were hesitant. But the girls saw a lifeline, a way out. Within a week, the paperwork was done. Passports arranged. They were to meet at a compound in Cape Coast for orientation before their flight. What they didn't know was that the compound was their prison. The house looked ordinary from the outside, but inside, it was filled with cameras, locked doors, and silence. No phone signal, no outside contact. They were told to change clothes, tight flashy clothes. They were given new names. When they resisted, they were locked up without food for a day. Other girls were already there, some from Togo, some from Nigeria. All with the same story, promised heaven, delivered to hell. Lydia cried every night, Abigail raged, and Evelyn prayed. One girl tried to escape through a window and never returned. The fear grew. That night, the truth hit like a thunderstorm. They weren't going to work in a hotel. They were going to be sold, used, and discarded. Each day brought a new horror. Clients began to visit. Some girls were taken away in cars. Some came back bruised. Some never came back at all. Lydia faked sickness. Abigail threw objects at the guards. Evelyn, with her calm voice and clever eyes, began talking to one of the younger guards, planting seeds of doubt. "We don't belong here," she whispered. "You have sisters. Would you want this for them?" One night, during a blackout, they found their chance. Evelyn convinced the young guard to leave the storage door unlocked. The three girls, along with another terrified victim, crept into the night. But escape was not freedom, not yet. Their absence was discovered within an hour. They ran through unfamiliar streets, barefoot, breathing fear. The traffickers had cars. They didn't. They hid in an abandoned shop. Evelyn remembered a woman they once met, a retired teacher who ran a small NGO for abused girls. With trembling fingers, she borrowed a stranger's phone and made the call. The woman came. And with her, the police. But Mr. Jacob had connections. He tried to disappear. Evidence was destroyed. Witnesses threatened. But Evelyn had written everything in a journal she smuggled out, and one of the girls still inside was brave enough to speak. It took months. Investigations, court hearings, and international pressure. But justice came. Mr. Jacob and his ring were exposed. Over 30 girls were rescued. The compound was shut down. Lydia returned to nursing school with a scholarship. Abigail opened her own tailoring shop through the NGO. Evelyn joined the organization full-time, dedicating her life to saving others. Their scars remained, but they weren't victims anymore. They were survivors. They were broken, but not destroyed. Trapped, but not silenced. In the darkest moment, they found light, in each other, in courage, in truth. And though the scars remain, they now stand tall, not as victims, but as voices. Because sometimes, surviving is the loudest victory of all. This was their story, and may it never be yours. Thank you for watching this emotional journey. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, leave a comment, and subscribe to Tales of Kusi for more powerful African stories that matter. Share this video to spread awareness, and always remember, not every promise is what it seems.